Good morning, you guys. It is about 4:30 a.m. on I don't even know. I think Sunday morning, possibly Saturday morning. I don't even remember at this point, but I'm making overnight oats for the week because I know that I'm going to be behind this week on all of my stuff because we bought a car on Friday and that took all day. So I have school to catch up on, I have meals to prep, I have all the things to do. So here we are. But anyway, I'm filling 4 jars with 2 bananas. So half a banana in each jar, that's half a serving of fruit, because I'm going to add some other fruit as well. Now I've got my oats. I'm going to put a blue container of oats in there because they do expand. So if you're doing, like an 80-day obsession or a portion fix, you don't want to use your yellow cup. It's too much. I've shown you guys this before, but I thought I'd show you just how quick and easy I can have 4 breakfasts ready for the week. So at least I can start the day off right. And then later on, I'm going to prep the rest of my meals. At this point, I still do have meals prepped. I'm just trying to stay ahead of things. So I have some chia seeds. I'm going to do about 1 tablespoon of chia seeds in each one. And these are so full of fiber. They're just like heart healthy, good for you. They don't add any kind of weird taste, but they do kind of gel a little bit. So I actually like what they do for the texture of my overnight oats. They expand as well. Now I'm putting in flax seeds again, some fiber, some omega-3s. I'm putting in 1 tablespoon in each jar. And so the 2 combined, if you're doing portion fix, is about 1 orange. So I've got 1 yellow, 1 orange, and half a purple in there so far. So here's the other half of my purple. I'm going to do the frozen mixed berries. I love them. They add so much sweetness to this, but I really do like the banana for the creaminess. So I decided, why not just do half and half? Not a problem, right? So I'm putting the berries in each one, so about half of a purple of the mixed berries. I think I told you last time I wasn't a huge fan of putting the Shakeology into my oats, so I'm just not going to do that anymore. Not a big deal. Now, these are easy enough to do that I can do it before my coffee kicks in this early in the morning. There's the cinnamon. I'm going to put probably about a tablespoon. I like a lot of cinnamon in there. Although I'm very spatially challenged, it could be a teaspoon. Maybe it's more of a teaspoon. It seems like a lot, but now that I'm watching myself shake it in there, it's probably not a full tablespoon. Anyway, do what you like. It's yours. Okay, I'm putting in some almond extract this time. Almond extract is very strong. It's not like the vanilla, so I just put a dash in each one. But I do like when I add a little flavoring to it, especially because I don't add sugar. Some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I will pour that in. It always ends up being less than a cup. So it's about a teaspoon if you're doing portion fix, but I never worry about the teaspoons being under, because most often most people go over on their teaspoons between spraying oil on a pan or using some sort of butter or something somewhere. I'm sure I'm never lacking in the teaspoon department there. So we just pour that in and then get some lids on there. It's so easy. This is one of my absolute favorite breakfasts to have because it's easy to prep, because you can also eat it cold and it tastes good. It travels well, it packs well. In fact, if you feel like you'd rather have it for a lunch, I would highly recommend. I mean, it's so easy to just grab and go. And then if you're home for breakfast, you could cook some eggs and then take this for a lunch, something like that. But it's definitely one of my favorites. I love having it prepped in the fridge, and it's so simple to do. Give it a nice little shake, and they will be ready to go tomorrow morning at this time. They'll actually be ready. It's so early in the morning, they'll probably be ready to go before dinner. But there you have it. 4 jars of overnight oats. Anyway, I thought, okay, I do need to do this meal prep, and I will film it for you and I will show you. It's just probably not going to happen today. So then I was like, you know what? The reason that I didn't post 4 videos last week like I promised I would do is because we had so much happen last week, and why don't I just tell you about it? Don't you want to know? All right. So the first thing was, well, first I want to tell you is that I felt like everything just happened the way it was supposed to happen. Like it really was. All of it were just blessings. Because for quite some time, my husband and I have been wanting a new couch. We had a perfectly good couch, and I am cheap. I have a problem with buying new things when what we have is perfectly fine. The thing is, it's in perfectly fine condition. It was beautiful. It was like it was brand new. The problem is that it didn't fit everybody. When I bought the couch, everyone was little. The kids were little. I mean, 5 years makes a huge difference. So now when we go to have like our family movie nights, the kids are on the floor and my husband and I are on the couch. We can fit like one other person on the couch. So I started looking at sectionals, and I thought, you know, the way we're hard on things, we spill stuff, whatever. I wanted leather. I thought that was the best thing. So I start looking at them, used of course, because I know that leather sectionals are very expensive. And again, like I said, I'm cheap. And I mean, I don't know, not everybody has thousands of dollars laying around to buy a couch. I know I don't. So I was looking, even used, and they're expensive, like so expensive. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I won't be able to get the couch that I really want. And that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Because we are also not the type of family, we're not putting something like that on a credit card. You know, we've been in trouble with credit cards before. We are never going there again. So that's out. Then it was like one morning, I had just given up on looking, right? Given up on it. Then the other morning, I opened up my phone, you know, to look at it. And I opened up Facebook, and right there on Marketplace was a leather sectional for under $1,000, well under. And it looked like new. The only thing about it was I wasn't thrilled with the color, but I'm like, I'll get over it. You know, when you have to buy a used car and you can't pick your color, but you find a great deal and it has everything else you want, and you're like, I'll take the color, whatever. Then I start looking at all the decor, and I'm like, how much will I have to buy to make this color work? And not much, just my carpet, my rug, which probably, like, anyone who used to watch my workout videos, if you now watch these, you're going to be like, where's your rug? Because it was so, you know, prominent in those videos. But anyway, I was like, I'll have to replace the rug because the rug was like a teal color. And this couch is red. I mean, at least in the pictures, it was red, bright red. I'm like, I don't care. I showed my husband, and he's like, the color. And I was like, yeah, I know, but look, it's everything else we wanted. And it looks brand new, and it's such a good price. And she was willing to work with me on the price even. And he's like, okay, let's do it. So we bought a couch. Let me show you. You probably don't even know what the before couch looked like, so you won't care so much, but at least I can show you this. But I'll need some light. So let me turn on the light. I wasn't prepared. This is an on-the-fly video, so hang on, I'll get light and come back. Okay, so I have some light now, and we'll see what you guys think of the couch. So hang on. Okay, so this is it. Here's the replaced rug. I had to tape it down. I got it at Wayfair, but it's still like being unrolled. And then this is the couch, and it's really not as red as it was in the picture. It was fire engine red in the picture. And it's perfect. It fits just right in here. See, the rug that was in here before was the color of this bowl. And as much as it looks fine, the bowl with the couch, at least I think, the carpet being all that color would have been rough. So I picked this up at actually Overstock. If I said Wayfair, I was wrong. It was Overstock. So I got that, and we got the couch. And that is not the only thing we did this weekend. So here's the other part of what I consider to be quite a blessing and something unexpected, but well worth it, was, here's another story, is that I had a Toyota Sienna. I've had it for 5 years. I bought it used, but I paid cash. So I owned that car. I don't know if any of you guys feel the same way I do about that, but when you own a car and you don't make payments, you love that car. Like, that car is everything, or at least to me. Even though it was a base model, it had close to 100,000 miles on it. It was a Toyota. So I knew it was quality. I knew it was going to treat us well. And man, that car took us on so many trips and adventures with the kids. And, you know, Sean was brought home from the hospital in it. Like, lots of memories in that van. But it was nearing the end of its life. Things were making noises. It was rattling. One day, I was taking my daughter to work and we were in the Dunkin' Donuts line to get coffee. And I don't know if I ran over somebody else's car part or if it dropped off of my car. Like, that's where we were. Now, that car did still, even after all that, did take us all the way from Delaware to Virginia and back. Made it. We made it. It was running, okay? It didn't have heat in the back, no air conditioning in the back, but I had it up in the front, so I figured it'll get back there. So we didn't like need a car because we did have something to get us from point A to point B, but it's been in the back of my mind that we're going to need a car. And when a car is like that, you always kind of have it in the back of your mind, like, when's the last day? Like, every time I would, especially in the winter, when I would start the car, I would say a little prayer of gratitude when it would start. Say, thank you, God. Thank you that we have another day with Bertha, because like I said, I don't like having a car payment. And to replace that vehicle, just like with the couch, so expensive. And even if I need to get a car loan, it's never going to be for a huge amount of money because my husband and I do not like to be in debt, okay? So it's going to be the bare minimum of debt that we have to be in sometimes because where I live, we don't really have public transportation. I mean, we do, but we don't. It's very necessary to have a vehicle where I live. So it's been weighing on me, but I would start looking for vans or SUVs or even sedans because I had resigned myself to the fact that I may have to get a sedan, which, you know, with one child riding in the front now, 2 in the back, it's kind of tight and not the most comfortable, but it's doable, you know, because we're not in car seat mode anymore and all that stuff. But we'd much rather have a van. The other thing is, I would have liked leather seats. Like, what I had was a base model, and I'm like, I would love to have leather seats again. There's certain little luxuries that I'd like to have, but are so not necessary for me. I'm all about functionality, affordability, safety, all that stuff. I really wanted a Toyota, though, because they've been so good to me. They're so reliable. Everyone works on them, you know, as far as fixing them. Parts are available usually. There's so many pluses to me about having a Toyota. I love how they drive, they're comfortable, all that stuff. But even used Siennas are so expensive because they are reliable, they are safe, they are perfect for a family with children. So it's hard, and when they come on the market at a good price, they go so fast. So whatever, I had been looking at them, and then I had resigned myself to the fact, you know what, Jen? You're going to have an open mind and start researching other vehicles for reliability, safety, all the things that you want, but that are less expensive than a Toyota, because I will not allow myself to have a huge car payment. And I'm sure my husband would say, go ahead and get whatever you want. That is what he would say. That's the kind of guy he is. I am the one that's very tight with money. And I actually just feel better when I feel like things are living below our means, if you know what I mean. That makes me happy. So I just opened up my phone one night. He's sleeping on the couch, and he's got something on TV I don't want to watch, but I can't change it because if I change it, you know he's going to wake up. This is my husband. I open up my phone, and right there, the very first thing I see is an ad. And I know how that works. If you talk about it, I hadn't been talking about it. I'd only been thinking about it. So unless the phones are reading minds now, it's not because I said anything. I opened up my phone, and I had given up looking for months. There's a Sienna, and it's got 50,000 miles on it. And it has all the bells and whistles. It's an XLE Limited. The best of the best for the year it was made. But it's an '04. It's a 16-year-old vehicle. But it looks in the pictures pristine. It has 50,000 miles on it. And I'm thinking, is that a bad thing? Like, what matters, age or miles? I don't really know because I don't know a lot about cars. I only know what I know from what I've owned. So I reached out to different people who I think know a little more than I do, and I got mixed reviews. So now I'm like, what? What do I do? Well, the first thing I did was I emailed the car person, and they weren't open, of course, but you have to make appointments now because of COVID. So I wanted to make sure I got in there to see it. I woke up my husband. I'm like, can we go shop for a car this weekend? And he's like, yeah, whatever. He had no idea what I asked him. Because the next morning I said, so are you excited to go see this car? And he's like, what? What car? What are you talking about? And I was like, I want to see this car. And I told him about it. He goes, a 16-year-old car. He's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know. He goes, just do what you got to do. Which actually I like. He went to work. I went to look for the car. And that way I like it because then I'm not under the pressure that like he's taking time away from work for something that's not worth it. Because I'll know right away if I'm not going to drive this thing. And then, you know, take it one step at a time. So whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go look at it. Well, I get there and it's beautiful and it runs great and it's everything. And it is so within our price range, like better than I could have ever imagined. And I called him up. I'm like, can we still buy this car? He's like, yes. I said, okay, well, can we get up all the paperwork and you just come in and sign it? And he said, yes. So we got a car. So let me show you our car. Yes, dear. All right, so it's a rainy day. So I can't even be out there that long, or I don't know if it'll wreck my phone. I don't know how well you're going to see it, but I'll take you in the car too, okay? So I will show you what an '04 Sienna looks like. So I actually got a car 5 years older than the one I traded in, but it had 50,000 miles on it, and mine had almost 200,000 miles on it. So we're getting ready to put some miles on this thing, so hang on. You know, it is just too rainy out there right now, so I'm going to take you in it and show it to you a little bit later. Don't worry, it'll only seem like seconds for you. Hi, you guys. Jen here. I know you don't recognize me, but it is Halloween party time, so I thought we would show you guys our costumes. So I was going to be Marilyn Monroe, hence the false lashes, if you can see them, and the red lips. I had the blonde wig, the outfit. Well, it turns out that all of my children's cousins are changing up their costumes from the last party we had. So my daughter wanted to change up her costume, so I said, go ahead and be Marilyn. So I am going as my husband. So you guys wouldn't find this funny, but they find it hysterical because he wears the same thing, basically, every day to work. He wears glasses like this, minus the emojis. The hat, the golf shirt. I'm just being silly with his company logo, water bottle on me, his khaki pants, and of course the dress shoes. And the puffer vest that he has in several colors. So, what do we think? They think I look like him from behind. I also have a bald cap on. So, although it's not covering all of my hair, but he's not bald, but he has really light hair, so it looks like he's bald. Anyway, this is how he goes to work, minus the red lips and the false lashes. So that's me. Sean, you want to show your costume? So here's Sean. Sean doesn't like to dress up. So Sean's being a pumpkin. And he's modeling his Amazon purchase.
Oh, please don't do that to me.
I won't. Showing. And there's his boo-boo who goes everywhere with him. Okay, so let's see Marilyn. Katie took my costume and she's Marilyn and she looks gorgeous. So let's see your costume. There's my gorgeous Marilyn with her fabulous shoes. Can we see the glasses? Is she fabulous or what? Like, oh my gosh. Turn around. Turn around. Show the whole thing. Oh, it's lovely. All right. So, Ava, do you want to come show your costume? Will you?
Come on, Ava!
All 55 of my subscribers want to see. It's only 55 people. And maybe half of them don't ever watch again. That's not true. I don't know. Hopefully you guys do. She says maybe. So maybe she'll come out.
No one ever.
Oh, here she comes. So she is Gene Simmons from Kiss, because Kiss is one of her favorite bands. So here's my Kiss Girl. Doesn't she look good? Okay, she's not a huge fan of the camera. Okay, so we're gonna go to this party. I just wanted to show you. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know where I'm gonna throw this in, but we had to throw it in because, you know, why not? And
Goodbye!
I'll talk to you guys. Say goodbye.
Tell them to subscribe.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, it's the next day and it's not raining. It's just crazy windy out, but I can show you my new old car, okay? So here she is. I don't know if you can see that. So I'll just show you the inside, even though I kind of was already in it this morning, so it might be kind of a mess. But I have leather interior, which I haven't had in years, which is so nice. I have a cassette player because, you know, in 04, apparently it's the last year they made them. But we've got plenty of room. It's super clean. DVD player, moonroof, DVD player. Like, way excited for this. So I think we did pretty well. They were calling it a unicorn of a car at the dealership. You know, sales tactics, but still, you don't see that very often. So there it is. Super happy about it. But I gotta go in now because the wind is crazy. Okay, so this video was so all over the place. I hope you could follow. We had a little bit of meal prep, we had a little bit of Halloween, we had a little bit of shopping, and you know, whatever. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna post this video. My next one, I want to do my meal prep. I told you guys that I would whenever I can get that in. I don't even know if it's happening today, but maybe tomorrow I'll do that one. I want to get a meal prep in. I'm working on doing a shopping haul or even just a shop with me at Dollar Tree because I'm really wanting to get into this DIY stuff with the Dollar Tree, especially with Christmas coming. I want to do some crafts with the kids, so I thought I'd bring you guys along with me and let you see what I get, or at least just what's there at the store. Thank you guys for watching. If you've made it to the end, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, do all the things so that you know when I upload a new video, and I will catch you guys later.